morning and welcome back to the channel. On this episode, we're going to talk about energy efficiency. Some of the new building code requirements in this area, and it's all over the United States, is they're starting to make you put foam board insulation down into the foundations to keep the ground temperature from coming up into the house. So I believe if you dig down into the ground like 5 or 6 feet, the ground stays like 52 degrees somewhere around there year round. So what they try to do is get this foam board insulation and glue it inside of the block, keeping the dirt, coldness coming through the block foundation and up into the house. So some of the things, it's been around for a while. It's just getting stricter as the years go on with all the energy requirements for the windows and stuff. We'll get into that in different episodes, but it really drove the cost of the job up as well as this did as well. But you know, this is 2-inch foam board, and I'll walk over to the foundation here in a minute, but what we're doing is 16-inch sections, and then we're gluing them inside the foundation down, and then there's a 6-inch cap block at the top. We're gluing this to the face of that. So the code around here is 2 feet down and 2 feet in. So with the 2-inch foam board, I'm actually covering the whole ground with the foam board because I'm doing in-floor heat. So we're not sure if we're doing the heat sheet stuff where you step it in yet, seeing what the availability is, but I set up this little workstation here. You can see there's a big pile of foam board. It's insane what this stuff costs. When I did my addition about 10 years ago, I was paying $21 a sheet for this stuff. Now it's $60 a sheet at Lowe's and Home Depot. So we're gonna get these all cut up, and then I'll take you over and we'll show you on the foundation how exactly we're installing this. So you can see I did this as a little bit of an example of what exactly we're doing here. This is just setting in there right now. So that's a 16-inch piece down into the inside of the foundation, and then we cut this on a 45. This is top of grade of concrete, so they're going to finish the concrete right to here, and then it'll act like an expansion joint. So I glued all these on, and then I'm just going to use the gravel to hold that in place, and then we have to fill in all this gravel so the contractors have a safe place to work and build walls. And then we're going to put gravel on the outside, on the French drain side, around this 3-inch pipe. We'll put about a foot of gravel all the way around, and then we'll put straw. In the previous video, I talked about how I had to dig and trench this out here for the waterline sleeve to come through, and then I got some 6-inch fittings. I'm gonna pipe this 6-inch sleeve up here in the corner for a future in-floor heat tubing, you know, for the outdoor ward boiler, like we talked about, maybe put it over there sometime. So got 2 tracks loads of stone here that we're going to use for the French drain, and then we'll top it off with 2B limestone, because that's what concrete guys like to have for finishing. So we'll get it all on grade. They'll come and build the building, and then after that, I'll come in and we'll do the plumbing through the house. So that's what we got on today's menu of things to do. Might have some help coming here from a good friend, and I'm going to get busy here. So I got this all dug out for the water sleeve here. I just measured it out roughly. It's about 60 feet. So I'm gonna put a casing inside here, so if the water line ever goes bad, you just pull the old one out and put the new one in, because obviously this is gonna be all concrete, and maybe someday we'll concrete the front of the driveway. So I kind of dug it off to the side of where the edge of the driveway would be. So now we're gonna expose this 3-inch sleeve through here and see if we can't drag this in. So we're trying to make this a nice gradual slope down here, so when I put the casing in and backfill, it doesn't kink it, because I got to get a 1-inch water service through there. Got a little bit bigger just because of the distance and volume, but the grade is going to be about right here whenever I backfill and raise everything. I want a little bit deeper, so I'm not in conjunction with the other utilities I'm going to be running. So I got to run like gas past here. Not only is it about 2 feet deep and electric, so I'm trying to keep it low so I don't hit it later. It's a lot easier with another set of hands, but my help's not here yet, so got to keep moving. So now that I got that in the corner, I'll fasten that somehow, and then we'll get gravel around it, and then turn around over here. You can see I dug just enough, because what I want to do is leave that end whipped up. So when I go to continue the water line here in about a month or two, I'll be able to find it real easy, because the end will be sticking up. We'll dig down to the side of it and then continue over to the barn. That's where the water's coming from. All right, Brandon, show us how we put this in here. Hopefully we got some audio this time. So these are 16-inch foam board. We're just gonna hold it to the top of the block. Then we just shoveled in with gravel just to hold it in place. So we ended up putting a 3-inch French drain all the way around the perimeter of the building. That wasn't required by the building inspector, but just to keep the water away from the building if it would ever, like a spring develop. So I put a relief out this way, and there's also one down there by Brandon that goes down over the hillside. And this foam board, you can see we're using this pea gravel to hold the foam board in place. And then once we backfill, it's not going to go anywhere. We still got to do the cap, 45 cap, 8-inch piece with a 45. But for right now, so I can get the gravel in here to make it safe for the guys to build the walls, that's what we're going to do first here. But you can see down here is the 3-inch French drain, and we put about 16 inches of gravel in. We'll do that all the way around the perimeter of the building, and we're going to keep making our way down through here with gravel, and then we'll start bringing dirt up here. Once the gravel's in, I'll put straw on top so it doesn't filtrate down through the dirt getting into the stone. Using this bulk bucket has been a huge savings on getting the gravel over to the foundation. So it almost carries probably like 1.5 times a standard bucket, maybe 2 times. So from bringing gravel all the way down from there over to here is probably about 100 feet. And then that far pile is probably about 200 feet. So just trying to minimize all the traveling with the machine here. All right, everybody, we put a solid 4 or 5 hours in. The wind is really picking up, so hopefully it's not making the audio too bad. But you can see here behind me, started backfilling this. We got a lot of the styrofoam in all the way around on the deep side, and then Brandon started cutting the 8-inch piece with a 45. So we're gonna finish that through the week. But we're gonna finish this video out here with me doing a little bit of backfilling with a skid loader. So if you like to watch machines run, you can keep watching for a little bit. But like always, we want to appreciate you guys sticking around, checking out what we're doing here. And we're gonna have plenty more episodes coming up. So don't forget to hit that bell notification, hit that like button, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.